Hey everyone, we're back with another binder walkthrough video. Today we're going to be walking through another Scarlet Violet set. So as a reminder, this is my Scarlet Violet binder. Last we left off at Paldean Fates, so today we're going to be doing Obsidian Flames, Paradox Rift, all the way through to Paldean Fates here. So yeah, let's jump into it. Yeah, so this is Obsidian Flames. It's a smaller set. This one came out in, I believe, August of 2023. So it's one of the earlier Scarlet Violet sets, third mainline set. And yeah, it just has some really great cards. We have the Gloom here, which is one of my favorites. Awesome 151 Pokemon, really super vibrant colors. Just great. I also have this graded in a 9 for my collection as well. Love this card. Same with the Ninetales, really like this one. It's got this like almost ethereal quality, kind of like in a grove somewhere. This one's done by Sai Nanahara, I believe is how you pronounce that. Yeah, this is just such a great card. Another 151 Pokemon, which is great. Palafin here. Bellybolt, I actually really like Bellybolt. Iono's Bellybolt is really great. Love this artwork. This Larvitar is just like so derpy, just next to a pile of dirt. Almost looks like a shiny Larvitar though, so I kind of like that one. Scizor here. Super awesome Scizor. Yeah, just super cool art style as well. Love the colors on this one. And then over here we have the three kind of like story artwork. So we have like the Pidgey all the way through Pidgeot. This is kind of like the Duck Hunt style Pidgey. These are all done by Jerky, which has like this very, classic graphic style of art. Pidgeotto here as well. Route 4, if you guys remember in the game from that. So yeah, super cool callback to that. And I believe, yeah, this one's Route 1. So I think this is where you could first encounter them as well. And then, of course, you have the Pidgeot here. And this is the Route 18. This is a special illustration rare, so it actually has texture on it. Let's check out the texture a bit here. Maybe these perfect fit sleeves, I got to move off of these. They're kind of hard to get out. Well, you can kind of see the texture in the sleeve. But yeah, super great artwork here. Just love it. And then Ice-Q, another derpy Pokemon. I will mention as well, Obsidian Flames is the start of Terra Pokemon. In Scarlet Violet, this was like the main series gimmick, where they had different, terrestrialized crowns on their head, where they changed types. So this Ice-Q becomes a fire Pokemon. And yeah, Obsidian Flames was the first set to introduce that in the Pokemon TCG. So it's a pretty cool set in the history of the TCG. Down here is the Charmander. This is probably my favorite ETB promo from the Scarlet Violet era, outside of maybe like the Snorlax from 151, but yeah, so great. This is like the meme Charmander looking at the Pidgey, just trying to, being upset that it couldn't go outside. So yeah, love this card as well. Fits super well with the Bulbasaur and the Squirtle from Stellar Crown too. And then Charizard EX here. So this one is, as I mentioned, a Terra Crown. You can kind of see it a little bit, but it's actually the dark Terra Crown. So this is kind of like the modern special illustration rare version of Dark Charizard, which I think is super cool. Done by Akira Gawa, has really great texture. And yeah, just super cool. Like the wings, the color of the wings, just really like embodies the Terra crowns and terrestrialization, which is really cool. So yeah, love this card. There's also the shiny version in Paldean Fates that we'll go over coming up here shortly too. So yeah, great set. This print quality on this set was pretty challenging. So like the illustration rare is pretty challenging to get 10s. I tried to grade multiple times to get a 10. I think I only got the Ninetales in a PSA 10. So yeah, a little challenging there. Next we'll go to Paradox Rift, which I believe came out late fall maybe of 2023. And yeah, you may be asking, Tim, where's 151? Well, I did collect a full master set of 151s. It's I love that set so much. Check it out. I have a whole binder playlist on my channel, and I'll probably also pin it in the comments, but you can check out my 151 full master set binder walkthrough as well as my other binder walkthroughs too. I have everything from vintage, mid-era, all the way up through modern. So yeah, check it out. Cool. So next, yeah, Paradox Rift, like I said, huge set. This combines 3 Japanese sets, I believe. So yeah, it's all these pages here up until here. So it's a super huge set and just stacked full of illustration rares. Like there's so many illustration rares, similar like Paldea Evolved, which was also 3 Japanese sets rolled into 1 for English. So it's really challenging to pull the specific illustration rare that you're looking for. So yeah, it's awesome. It just also has really great artwork. So let's jump into it. These 2 here are the ETB promos. This set introduced the new mechanic of ancient and future Pokemon. So this is like in the Scarlet Violet games, they had Paradox Pokemon, which are not really from like the past and future, but kind of. So you have the Screamtail, which is like the version of Jigglypuff, and then Iron Bundle, which is you know, the future version there of Delibird. So yeah, it's pretty cool. They also have like this little future and ancient thing there. So yeah, I didn't play the TCG during this time, but there's some mechanics with the TCG with that also. So yeah, I have the ETB promos up front here. As a reminder too, Scarlet Violet is the era where they introduced illustration rares for the ETB promos, which I think is great. Going through here, I won't show all of them, but I'll just shout out some of my favorites. So we have the Magby here, which is really great. Just chilling in the lava. Snorunt here. Love this Snorunt. Very cool. I mean, you can see it's made, yeah, like the indent in the snow, which I think is so funny. Yeah, just loving life in the snow. Next page, I have to mention this Plusle and Minun. Connecting artwork from Okacheke is the artist here. And yeah, you can see like, you know, one's having a great time, one's having a horrible time. Classic Plusle Minun. But yeah, these are really cool cards. Love the artwork on these. So yeah, really great. Joltik here. Joltik's actually a pretty popular Pokemon. This one's done by my favorite artist, Atsushi Furusawa. So yeah, I love this this Joltik here, and of course, you know, it's sucking up Yamper's energy there too. So yeah, Esparta or Espathra, I don't know how you say it. It's like the psychic ostrich or something. But yeah, this one's done by Kiragawa, random Scarlet Violet era Pokemon, but just has really killer artwork. So yeah. Iron Jugulus, another future Pokemon, kind of has that 80s vibe. This one here, this Groudon, is probably my favorite illustration rare from the set, done by Nurikabe, who did like the Aerodactyl V from Lost Origin. Man, I couldn't think of the name for a second. But yeah, this one is great. It also has, not like connecting, but Nurikabe did the Kyogre as well from the new set Delta Rain. So yeah, super cool. Can't wait to get that one. Love this card. I have a 9 graded as well in my graded card collection, which I'll do a graded card walkthrough one of these days too. So stay tuned for that. Oops. PSA 7. There we go. Minior here. This is another one of my favorites. I also have this one graded a 9 for my graded card collection. 0313 is the artist on this one. But yeah, just love the colors. Super cool. Yeah. These make great display pieces. And I think Paradox Rift is just a really underrated set. It has so many good artworks here. Slitherwing, Iron Moth, this is Ancient Future and like kind of connecting as well. You can kind of see here, I'll show you. Like the clouds and the cliff connect a little bit, so yeah. Like that, there we go. Yveltal here. Actually really like this artwork. The colors on this one are great. And of course, legendary Pokemon. So yeah, really glad Yveltal got at least an illustration rare. I mean, it would be great to get a special illustration and get some texture, but what are you going to do? More Pico here, another one of my favorites, just so great. This is a Unishida as well. This is like, you know, the hangry Morpeko just eating all of the sweets. So yeah, super detailed. Love this card as well. And I will mention, like, Paradox Rift, I tried to grade a bunch of these. The print quality is a little bit better than the first 3 sets, but it's still like not the best print quality as well. So it's still challenging to get 10s. Brute Bonnet, Kamiya as well. Super trippy, wild. Steelix here. The like hard at work vibes going on. This Aegislash reminds me of like Legend of Zelda. Super great there. Apom, the Yukamori here, so the clay artist. Porygon Z, this is like streamer Porygon. This is a Gosan. But yeah, super detailed, like Porygon Zine is like server, streamer room, I don't know. Yeah. And then Wimpod and Golisopod, these are actually connecting artworks here, so I have them right next to each other in the binder. So yeah, I didn't do like full binder, like 1-to-1 as it is in the set. I take a little bit of liberties because they don't always line up correctly for connecting artworks. So yeah, these actually connect up and down like this. So you have Wimpod up top and then Golisopod down below. And then Wimpod's the illustration rare and Golisopod's the special illustration rare with the texture. So yeah, cool texture on that one. It's English, they don't get all the texture. Wish it was in Japanese, but that's a collection for another day. Garchomp down here, I don't love this one. It looks kind of like a full art, but it's actually Oswaldo Cato, which is one of my favorite artists. So it's really interesting. Usually Oswaldo Cato has a super different style, but this is the Water Terra Crown Garchomp here, and it's an SIR, so it has cool texture. Cool. And then last page here of the dual binder. So more special illustration rares over here. Tapu Koko, I actually really like this one. Another Jerky. Let me focus. There we go. So yeah, really cool classic Jerky style art. And then of course you get the texture. So yeah, very cool. Roaring Moon and Iron Valiant. These were like super chases when this set came out. They also increased the special illustration rare pull rate, or decreased, however you want to say it. They made it more difficult to pull special illustration rares. So when these came out, they were actually really expensive, I remember. But now they've kind of settled, and yeah, I believe Iron Valiant was actually more expensive. Now it's a little bit cheaper, but Roaring Moon, super cool. Has a ton of cameos from other ancient Pokemon. You have like Screamtail, Brute Bonnet, everything there. So yeah, very cool card. Love this one. Super underrated in my opinion. And then Iron Valiant, also really like this one. Kind of like anime style vibes, but with the special illustration rare, you get the texture of the sun, which is great. And I think this is Kintaro? Yeah, super cool. And then some more connecting artworks here. So we have Goldango and Gimmighoul, which, man, I love Gimmighoul in the anime, just such a cool one. And they also connect vertically. So yeah, you have, it's kind of hard to show. But yeah, you have Goldango up top and then Gimmighoul on the bottom. So yeah, this is great. And this is the special illustration rare and then the illustration rare. So yeah, I moved them around in the binder just to fit. And Scarlet Violet, I'll say, is pretty difficult to lay out. Like I have literally every single page is full of this one. It's hard to get the layout just right. So next we have Swablu and Altaria. These are also some of my favorites. I have this one in a 9 for my graded card collection, and this one as well. And I really love these ones because they actually tell a story. So as you can see on the left, you have the Swablu with the Wingles over there. It's kind of like an adopted family member. It's just hanging out. Like in my mind, it's like learning how to fly, becoming one of the flock, all those sorts of things. And then you can see on the right is that same Swablu after it evolved. So, and you can actually still see the Wingull here on the left. So it's still with that same flock, same family crew. Yeah, just super cool. It's like you know, your kind of found family sort of thing. So yeah, super cheesy, but I love it. And this is Jiro Susumu who did both of these. So yeah, love the artwork, love the color, love the story. Everything about these cards is just amazing. I'll show off some of the texture, oops, of the Altaria there. So yeah, great artwork. Cool, next we'll go into Paldean Fates. So it's released, I believe, early in 2024. It was the next specialty set after 151. It actually was a really small set, besides like the shiny vault, which had all the baby shinies. But I just collected the illustration rares and special illustration rares, and this is the first time that we get you know, actual shiny illustration rares and special illustration rares. So really cool set in my opinion. Hopefully they do a mega set with more IRs and SIRs that are shiny. That would just be amazing. I would love that. These cards here, the Wugtrio, Palafin, Palmot, they're super easy to pull because there were only 3 of them. So like you would get them, I think the pull rates were 1 in 12 in Scarlet Violet. So 1 in 12 packs, you would get 1 of these 3. And then you would get duplicates of these so many times just because there's not a lot of IRs to choose from out of those. So yeah, but still really cool. I mean, you see the shiny Pokemon in its kind of like natural habitat with its other like non-shiny Pokemon. And this is Ren who did this one. Ren's getting a little bit more popular, kind of does more like realistic style looking ones, but yeah. Super cool. And then of course we have the iconic Bubble Mew down here, which is just super awesome. Yeah, this one, you can see a little bit of the texture on the English, of course. But yeah, man, Bubble Mew is great. And I remember, okay, so when this came out, this wasn't even the chase of the set. I think it was the Charizard that was the chase of the set. This card was $80. I got this card for $80 when it came out. Now it's just gone to the moon. It's crazy, but like I still really appreciate this card. And I have to have one in my collection. Like I'm not gonna sell this one. I did grade 1 as well, which luckily got a 10, but yeah, gotta keep this one. Yeah, love this artwork. Super iconic, one of the most iconic in the Scarlet Violet eras, in my opinion. I'll show the Gardevoir here too. This Gardevoir is great. So yeah, you see like the little Wooper in the background as well, a little cameo. And then the Charizard. So this is the same Dark Charizard from Obsidian Flames, but the shiny version. And Akira Agawa did this one as well. And same thing, like super terastallized, texture bomb, just like so much texture on here. Very, very cool. I love this card as well. People weren't really vibing on these Charizards when they first came out, but I think they're growing on people. Yeah, great card. And then of course the Mimikyu here. So this is the ETB promo. Illustrated by Mitsuhiro Rita, of course, one of the OGs. So yeah, this one's so cool. Shiny Mimikyu getting like a super colorful blanket while its trainer kind of like knits it a little blanket, which I just think is super cute. So yeah, love this artwork. And Mitsuhiro Rita is just an amazing artist. So yeah, love this set. But yeah, that's it for it, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll do more binder walkthrough videos coming up. So I need to finish my whole like Scarlet Violet set. So stay tuned for that. Everything from like Prismatic all the way up through Destined Arrival. So it's hard to fit everything in this binder, but we did it. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing. Just hit over like 110 subscribers. So thank you all for subscribing. Really appreciate it. Super helps out the channel. And yeah, comment on what your favorite card was from these 3 sets. So yeah, I'll have to say maybe the Groundon is one of my favorites, but yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. But talk to you later and bye.